I let my evil stepmom believe I was homeless until I bought the mansion next to hers. I let my evil stepmom believe I was homeless. For years she reveled in what she thought was my misfortune, never knowing the truth. While she was living a life of luxury, convinced she had won, I was quietly building my empire. And then, the day came when I didn't just show up, I moved in right next door. This is the story of how I turned her cruelty into my motivation and delivered a reality check she'll never forget. Welcome back to Narrated by Abby, where we share true stories of resilience, unexpected twists, and sweet, sweet revenge. Today's tale is a powerful reminder that you should never underestimate someone. If you've ever had someone try to keep you down, this one's for you. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're ready for a story of ultimate triumph. From the moment she married my father, my stepmom Sarah made it clear I was unwelcome. She was a woman consumed by greed and insecurity who needed control over everything and everyone around her. The more she smiled in public, the colder she was behind closed doors. I still remember the first time she humiliated me in front of my father. When I was 14, "I just don't think college is for everyone," she said, faux sweet, sipping her wine. "Some kids are more street smart. Isn't that right, sweetheart?" she added, looking right at me. My father laughed awkwardly. I laughed too, pretending not to feel the sting. She accidentally donated my acceptance letters to charity, along with half my clothes, just weeks after my dad got sick. When he passed away, she moved fast. The will was mysteriously rewritten. I was left with a car that barely ran and a few boxes of personal items. She took the mansion, the accounts, the investments, everything. And she spread the lie that I had squandered it all. She told family I was struggling with some lifestyle choices and that I'd asked her for money, which I hadn't. She made it a point to tell anyone who would listen that I had disappeared into the streets, smirking every time someone asked, "Have you heard from her?" It hurt deeply. But even in the middle of that pain, something inside me hardened. Not into bitterness, but into purpose. Instead of fighting her in court, which would have drained me emotionally and financially, I made a different choice. I disappeared. I moved cities, changed my number, let the rumors live. I wanted her to believe her version of the story was true, that she had won. But I was far from broken. I was just beginning. I took any job I could find, waitressing, night shifts at a warehouse, tutoring kids on weekends. Every dollar I saved became a brick in the foundation of a life I was building in silence. There was a winter where I almost gave up. When I was 21, the heat was off. I was sick. I remember heating up canned soup on a hot plate and crying, not because of the struggle, but because I could still hear her voice in my head. "Some people are just meant to fail. It's not their fault." That voice kept me going. Years passed. I worked, I learned, I invested. I built a career in finance, then started a small business. I lived simply, stayed focused, and reinvested every profit. And one day, the impossible happened. I saw a listing for a mansion in my hometown. Not just any mansion, the one right next door to Sarah's. The house was stunning, all glass and stone, with a private driveway and a view of the lake. I didn't hesitate. I bought it, outright. No loans, no fanfare. I hired a moving company with my name painted on the side of the truck, intentionally loud. I knew she'd see it. Sure enough, around 10 a.m., I spotted her at the window, curtains twitching, her face pale. She stormed outside. "How?" she gasped, mascara half smeared, robe slipping off one shoulder like some villain in a telenovela. "How did you do this?" I smiled. Not cruelly, calmly. "Hard work, Sarah, something you wouldn't know anything about." For once, she was speechless. Living next door to Sarah is surreal. We don't speak. Sometimes she glares from across her rose bushes like she's seen a ghost. She can't stand the sight of my guests, my parties, my life. But I didn't move back for her. I did it for me. My peace isn't in revenge. It's in knowing that I turned the worst chapter of my life into the beginning of something powerful. That was the plan. But here's the twist. I recently found out that Sarah's broke. The inheritance is gone. Spent. Her luxury lifestyle, smoke and mirrors. The mansion is mortgaged, the bills are unpaid, and word is she's planning to sell fast. Last week, a realtor's car pulled into her driveway. And I'm not proud of this, but I'm considering putting in an offer. Not to rub it in. just to prove that sometimes the universe really does let you finish the story on your own terms. Thanks for watching. If you've ever had someone try to tear you down, remember this: their cruelty is not your destiny. Your story is yours to write. And sometimes the best plot twist is simply thriving where they hoped you'd disappear. Share your own story in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more true tales of comeback and karmic justice. Until next time, stay strong and stay rising.